I think we all dreamt about going to space when we were kids. But when the space shuttle program ended in 2011, I discovered a void in my life. That emptiness led to a newfound obsession with space. A few years later, I wound up bidding on a Russian spacesuit as a joke. When the box arrived at my doorstep, my friends asked, "What are you going to do with a spacesuit?" The answer? What can't I do with a spacesuit? And that's how Everyday Astronaut was born. Since then, the suit hasn't left my side. It's even gone around the world with me. From remote villages in Myanmar, rockets, and spaceships. To beautiful fields in Norway.
I'm fighting a cow to get a picture right now.
Here I am on vacation in the beautiful Norway with my beautiful boyfriend.
I even proposed to my wife in the suit at Machu Picchu in Peru. These days I work with leaders in the space industry to create fun and inspirational content. I've even been invited to different NASA facilities across the country, all for the sake of sharing my excitement with the world.
Hey there, it's me, Tim Dodd, the Everyday Astronaut. Now, I'm not sure if you're aware, but NASA is doing some incredible... This is church for us space nerds. This is where Gene Kranz was sitting when people first met him. This is with permission. I still don't know how. I love that I'm standing on something that says urine bags. This thing's gonna fly like a cat in heat. Whatever that means. That dog's gonna have a sore throat by the end of the day, I'll tell you that. Especially once he tries to explain to his friends that he just saw an astronaut flying majestically through the sky for an hour. This thing has officially become the bane of my existence.
Everyday Astronaut's mission is to bring space down to Earth for everyday people, to communicate science through humor and imagination, but most importantly, to spark your curiosity, to want to find your place in the cosmos. Join my adventures as I seek to find out why exploring space is important, inspiring, and quite frankly, really, really neat. Show your support by visiting patreon.com/everydayastronaut.
Yeah, hi guys, how's it going? I don't even think I need to do a It's Me, Tim Dodd, the Everyday Astronaut, because I think you guys know all that stuff already. If you don't, how are you in here? Okay, so, yeah, apparently, I didn't realize how many people actually liked the Kerbal live streaming stuff. I haven't done it in a long time, really. Literally, I think in the past month, I've maybe played an hour. Just maybe two. One time I just got bored and thought it'd be kind of fun to rehash that old trying to get to the moon thing really quick. So let me just pop that up right away. Why not just get right at it, right? Who is this? What was I gonna tell you? Oh yeah, I want to check the Patreon thing here and see what people want me to do. You guys obviously in here just tell me what you want me to do though too. But looks like a lot of people want me to make the Parker Solar Probe in Kerbal Space Program. Really, guys, that sounds so boring. I put that up there to be polite, but to me that's some boring stuff. We can do that in 5 minutes. I thought it was a competition to see how many computers you can use simultaneously. What? Okay, people want me to do the Parker Solar Probe. Let's make sure we're in the morning. And by the way, if we're gonna do this, I better jack up the graphics. I have the graphics cranked way down right now because of I was trying to do some moon runs, so they look like garbage. It looks like preschool graphics. And this computer can handle quite a bit more than that. So let's go ahead and let's jack this stuff. I'm gonna get out of here, and I'm gonna make sure we actually have decent looking graphics, because that's the point of having a pretty nice computer. Eve and almost back, but it's gonna be, so if we do Parker Solar Probe in just a bog standard Kerbal, like it'll be so you'll see. Let's go ahead and do beautiful. How about fantastic? How about half res? How about high? How about surface and underwater effects? Let's give it all. I don't know what that is. Let's do it. Let's do every V blank. Let's just crank this baby up to the max. Hey, I'm not knocking on the Parker Solar Probe. I'm just saying in standard old Kerbal, this is going to be very boring because no matter how big of a probe we make, if we try to make a Delta 4 heavy, we'll end up with like an entire upper stage just hanging out, doing nothing. But here, we'll watch. We'll do this. Yeah, Jan, we can do just about anything. By the way, I'm not... Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to be like, that's boring. I just know that this will be a relatively boring mission in Kerbal Space Program. So here, let's make the probe. I'm going to pull up a picture over here in Parker Solar Probe. Let's see what it looks like. And I'll try to make it look sort of like that. I do love the fact that it has that big, like, sun heat shield thing. Okay. So it's got a couple of gold things. Here, I might as well show you guys this. Will it not let... no, it won't because I'm in full screen. There we go. That's a good... Ooh, okay. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do 2 of these guys. This is going to be like the main core. We're gonna stick a big old triangle thing on there. Like a girder. Oh yeah, I have music. A new song here. Let me start this over. This is just for you guys. Ah, that looks too small. It's not at all what that looks like. But maybe if we do this, hang on. That still looks way too small. Oh well. That looks... Actually, that's looking pretty cool. That's actually pretty darn close. Alright, let's stick one of these guys on there. And a good sized heat shield. One bigger. 2.5. Good. I'm sorry. Yeah. Oh, Mr. Nook, let us know if you end up not getting your Patreon stuff figured out, your Discord, and I'll make sure. I still haven't gone through on today's. I try to check that every day and add the Reddit usernames and things like that. But if I haven't done that yet today, I walked down to the coffee shop and wrote that article. So I will get on that later. So if it's not up, if you don't have it figured out, let me know. Looks like it's got one of these old antenna thingers. No. I'm gonna rotate that. Nah, I don't like that. That looks dumb. Too big. Still too big. Haha! It looks like it has 2 kind of little wings. Maybe those are the... Actually, those look like deployable solar panels. That's what those look like. Really, so most of you guys came here because of Kerbal? That I did not know. Oh, radiators. Yeah, that's a good, very good call. I am going to replace... maybe I'll replace those things. Heat radiators. Maybe I'll replace these with radiators, because that might be what those are. I doubt they have solar panels on the part that doesn't face the sun. Hey, look at that. They look better anyway. How about that? There we go. That's cool. John, you found me on tomorrow. I love them. Can we just pay to have them forever be on air at all times? Wait, one awesome dog. You've never seen me play Kerbal? Okay, that I have apparently gone back on my roots then, huh? This is I started, the first thing I ever streamed was Kerbal, like way back in the day. We have another tomorrow person found me. That is so cool. Who's saying i9 MacBook worse? You know, they updated that, and now it's an absolute beast. And I'll be able to do some awesome live streaming wherever I want. Alright, I wonder what that thing had for sloppy. I was about to punch you right in the mouth. Those are blasphemous words in my book. Never seen tomorrow. You ever been punched by a goat while standing in a field? You're about to. Sure. I'm just gonna... I don't even need that extra girder in there. I'm gonna take this out. I'm gonna shove this old thing down in there. Oh, look at that! Ah! Oh, Tim can still Kerbal. Might be rusty, but Tim can still Kerbal. Max everywhere. Being a Windows user, you're very lonely. In the audio world, I can imagine. I did see. And by the way, hi Allison. It feels like you've been pretty busy lately, and we miss you. Hi. I did see they found liquid water on the South Pole under about a meter deep. It sounds like that is freaking incredible. That's what it's all about. So this is what I'm gonna do. Wow, this is gonna end up looking pretty great, guys. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe this was a good idea. Maybe I should record this. I guess that's not me. Pause that music. 1 second here. I'm gonna fix it so we don't hear not my music, so the internet lords don't get all mad. Pew. There we go. Okay, so yeah, one of these. We're just gonna make this thing the fastest Delta IV Heavy build in the world, because it's a pretty simple rocket. Like I said, this is gonna have way too much Delta V for what we're trying to do, but oh well. If you need... Oh, wait. I probably didn't need that big a tank. Maybe I do. I forget. Can we make these other ones orange yet? I'm obviously kind of rusty here. Oh, no. We're going to have a wrong color. Okay. I'll get back to Kerbal. I hear you guys. I just had a lot of people complaining about it for a little bit. Too much Kerbal. Maybe I'll do one a week or something. Oh, that's awesome. That's really cool, Crosshawk. Thank you. Is the music and stuff too loud? Let me know. I haven't mixed this in a long time. We outsourced our Kerbaling to EJ. EJSA is awesome. Let's see here. Maybe I'll do... Should I shrink these to size? I forget. Will the PSP have a big old fat fairing, or will it have like a... Will it be tapered the same? Will it be the same diameter and then shrink as the fuselage, or will it actually bow out? I don't know. Volume's good, okay. Yeah, let me know if I need to taper this down one size and I could use those orange tanks. Did I just delete an engine? Yeah, I did. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do an engine plate so I can put a smaller engine up in there. Like this. This engine's way too good. Oh yeah, I need to do this. I'm still not used to this whole engine plate thing, but it's pretty slick. Let's do like medium. I don't even need medium. Let's do medium. Probably don't even need medium. Let's do medium. So one of the things with the Delta 4 Heavy really doesn't have that much thrust off the get-go. It kind of crawls off the pad a little bit. Let's get these numbers up here. So we do need to get that thrust to weight ratio high enough to at least lift itself. This thing's going to have way too much Delta V though. I will tell you that right now. I'll just go ahead and stick some of these on here. Some of these. And of course, the Delta 4 Heavy does not have fuel crossfeed either. So we're going to just throttle down the center engine so it lasts a little bit longer. We'll see if this is enough thrust to actually get it off the pad. Atmospheric it is. Nope, it's not. So we'll have to change out engines. Yeah, I never understood that idea either, to be honest. And I kind of got mad that people were like, you played too much Kerbal. It's like, then don't click on that video. Like, I didn't subscribe to watch you, Tim, play video games. Then don't watch? I don't know. It always seemed really funny to me. Let's just do some mainsails. Will those be powerful enough to get us off the ground? That looks silly, but... Alright. Nope, those are even... better in the atmosphere, worse later on. I know there are orange tanks, but the problem is I can't use a smaller fairing with this design, because then it would, bow out. So this is at least the right kind of look-ish. I might go with a little bit more of a tank up top. What's a good engine for this? It's got to be more. Might have to use those F1s actually. Oopsies. Alright. Let's see if this actually has enough power. What is going on? How did those not have enough power either? Wait, I thought those things were crazy powerful. 13. Oh, that's worse than a mainsail? Wait, what? I thought those were the most powerful engines in this new expansion. I'm not going with that. Well, we may have found ourselves a little issue here. We gotta... What's the most powerful engine at sea level that's not the Mammoth? We need just a single engine. It is the mainsail, isn't it? These engines are amazing, by the way, these skiffs. They're kind of like a J2 on a Saturn V. Well, we might have to shrink this whole thing. Do a taper down to the engines like the taper. Do an orange filter on the screen. Exactly. Stop being discriminatory against people with spasms in the fingers clicking everything. The Rhino is definitely more accurate. The only problem is we don't have enough thrust to get this thing off the ground. It looks cool with the Rhino. That looks right. Maybe we have to just do this. Don't hate me. Just one of them has much less. That's the worst decision I've ever made in my life. Dang it, guys.
let's see. We could lower this still until we get down to that. Let's just get it to a 1.0. That's still plenty of thrust for the rest of the thing. Let's put I might just do nose cones on that to make it look kind of goodish. Oops. Oh, there we go. And then disable this. Fairing stage. Ta-da! Oh, look, one of them's having spasm. I just kind of want to have that not happen. Thank you. All right, Parker Solar Probe. Where are you going today? Rumor has it you're going to the sun. Kind of sad it's not launching now. I did get some stuff figured out to watch it, but then everything got moved around on me, and now I don't know what my life is for the next like week anymore. All right, look at that. Are we happy with this? 9,000 meters per second of delta V should be plenty. Let's check my Stagen. And I'm also gonna put a little bit of this up here on the upper stage so we can do some quick maneuvers if we need to. Let me also turn on these guys. And then these guys. Cool. All right. You guys ready? I think I'm ready. Parker Solar Probe for dads. What? I'm gonna separate the PSP from the upper stage. In theory, Sloppy, I may have a decoupler in there. Oh yeah, the panels. Ooh, that's fat and stubby looking. Too fat and too stubby. We're already having thrust to weight ratio issues. Anyway, let's do this. Anyway, this is gonna be the fattest, ugliest. The orange tanks were right for the job. I'll tell you that. Lisa, hi. Welcome. Glad you took your lunch break now. Yeah, just farting around making the ugliest Delta 4 Heavy ever. Alright, we're gonna take off on this. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, hit pip! I forgot to auto strut this. Better do that right. Meow. There we go. Just like the Delta 4 Heavy. Slow and lumbersome. Lumbersome? Laboring. Lumber mill. Yeah, Delta 4 is fat and stubby, but not this fat and stubby. Legally, we can arrest you for not strutting it down. Crap, I miss playing Kerbal, guys. Okay, I'm gonna catch the bug on this again, aren't I? Alright. Oh my gosh, these boosters are gonna burn out so fast because it has the least thrust to weight ratio ever. I'm gonna start doing a little bit of a gravity turn here already. You know, we don't want to like come right back down on the pad if we're to experience some kind of anomaly. I wish there was a thing where the engines had real reliability and would just spontaneously combust every like 0.5% or something. That to me would be interesting. I think there are mods like that though. Okay, now we're getting somewhere in a hurry. That's probably max Q-ish for us. Probably could have throttled down during that regime, but shh, don't tell ULA. Great can strike to the engines. Oh yeah, we could definitely probably throttle down a little. You know, if we're catching on fire, that's not necessarily a good thing. And here comes stage step anyway.
Alright, looking good. Wow, I haven't played this in so long. I forgot how to be good at things. It's doing better than I thought it would. Solo, come on, have some faith. Have some faith in my just random engineering. Alright, here we go. Stage separation now. Coming up. And stage step. Second stage ignition. This is where we're going to have the lowest thrust to weight ratio. Actually, it's not bad. This thing has a crazy, way too much delta V. 5,000 meters per second. And check this out. We're going to go ahead and deploy our fairing too. Ta-da! Welcome to space, Parker Solar Probe. Alright, let's just go ahead and kind of point down a little bit here so we can not just totally raise our apoapsis like crazy. Whee! Do we have a solid third stage? No, Loopy, does it have a solid third stage? Are we supposed to have a solid third stage? I don't know anything about the configuration. The Star 48BV, I assume. Yes, of course, Loopy. Of course we. Why wouldn't we put the Star 48BV in there? This is the Parker Solar Probe on a Delta IV Heavy, is it not? Obviously, we thought of that. Loopy. Obviously. Duh. Come on. Right, guys? Right? Alright. I'm going to go ahead and count this as a circular, or a coast phase. We have 1.5 million delta V's in this thing, basically. So we're not even going to worry about... We're just going to do a direct insert to the sun. I think 4,000-ish meters per second will be plenty. Let me make sure we're not about to run out of the electricities. We are not. Where's our time? I moved a bunch of stuff on me and now I'm confused. Alright, apoapsis is good enough. Rotating extremely ferociously under nothing but reaction wheels. And boom. Here's our insertion burn, or our circularization burn. Are we doing 7 assists? We are not going to do 7 assists. We are just going to do... We're just going to let this thing burn out. I am not going to sit there for the next 1,000,000 hours and do that. So, let's see how close we can get to the sun just doing a direct burn. Let's see, we want to go on this side of things. What are we doing? Run into the moon or something? Yep, go figure. Okay, 1,000 meters. We have 4,400 meters per second. And how close do we need to get to the sun here, guys? We need to save a little bit of it to circularize. Actually, we need to save a lot of it to circularize. So this plus some of that monoprop. Oh yeah, deploy my panels, not a bad idea. 1. Panels. Can you time warp while the engine is running by holding down Alt in the period comma? Yes, you can. You sure can. Alright, 4 million kilometers. So... But wait, then didn't you say 400,000? You heard a bang. What do you mean, Hapshiba? What do you mean you heard a bang? You okay? Was there like a crash or something?
Looks like we can back up on this. If it's only going 4 million, it's not that close. 4 million spore billion. Yes, we are not going to do 7 Venusian assists, gravity assists. Whoa, that's crazy. Check it out. Report back to us. Hapshibi, Shaib, Hapshibi, Hapshibai, Hapshibi. In a 10 times smaller system. Oh, you're saying... Oh, I see what you're saying, Fell Knight. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I don't have enough Delta V for that. If I just had that darn kick stage, maybe I would. I can also play around with, I hate when you can't see it. Don't put it in the sun where I can't see anything. What does that say? 6? Oh my gosh. There we go. That's 400,000. Yep, we are not having that happen. But let's see if I can get more efficient here with, by going like this. 415,000. Really wish I could see that better. There's 300, there's 200. Oh, there's 100. There's 9. Oh, my word. 45, 47, I think. So now we can back out to 400. And that's still too much. Alright, that's 4 billion? No, that was, I was at 4 million meters. So that would have been, or I was at 4 billion meters, which would have been 4 million kilometers. Alright, well, I guess, yeah, maybe we'll have to try and do an Eve assist. I guess let's try and do an Eve assist then. Let's only use up about, oopsies. Let's only use up like 3,000 meters per second on this burn, and then we'll have to use Eve assist to lower our apogee for sure, and see what we can do on that stuff there. All right, I like this. We'll do some Kerbal. We'll Kerbal this. All right. I like just banging things out fast. Don't tell my wife we said that. Alright. We have a 2.5 minute burn coming up. 2 minute. Good enough. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Hey, Pip, go! Alright. Whee! Here we come, son, kind of. Cool kids put a post on the webcam. I put one on the power button. It does take a ton of Delta V to get direct to the sun. Not only that, it takes even more, maybe not more, but an absolute crap ton to lower your apogee to circularize around the sun too. Is it actually going to be in a circular orbit, or is it in an elliptical orbit around the sun? I assume elliptical, because you'd think it'd almost need time to radiate or something. I don't know. What happened? Is everyone that was talking in YouTube now just talking in Discord, or where did all those YouTubers go? You guys, I mean, not YouTubers, you're still obviously patron supporters. How elliptical is this orbit? Are you serious? The high point stays around Venus? I did not know that. That's some crazy pants. Okay. See, this is why we play Kerbal, so you guys can teach me. You guys can teach me about the stuff I should be, you know, knowing everything about, or stuff about. That's hilarious. All right, I don't want to miss. All right, yeah, okay. So those Venus assists help lower it both in its perigee and apoapsis, it looks like. Alright, we're coming up on our insertion burn. And 3 meters per second off. Let's do a little correction. Good enough. Nominal insertion burn. Alright, let's go ahead and face... let's face radial in. Oh. I don't think that's what I was thinking. Oh, I was thinking radial in around the sun, please. So we'll just do this so we face the sun. Alright, sounds good, Neuropilot. Have fun. Okay, here we go. We're going to... we're gonna coast out here, get into, you know, some lunar or some solar orbit, and we're gonna now face radial in, which should be this. There we go. Okay, now that we're out here, let's see if we can get ourselves an Eve flyby. Let's see just where. This might be a bit of a patience game. If that's about half, that would be good because maybe we would get it on the second orbit. Yeah, let's do about that. Good enough. 800 meters per second. Hopefully we'll find one. Alright, here we go. We are falling towards the sun. Watch our speed raise like crazy. I hope we can actually survive this. We might have to get those radiator panels going already. Wow, we are cruising already. Look at how fast we're going. That is nuts. I want to survive this in theory. Are those solar panels going to still function? I think I just turned these on. Yeah, it's cooling. Alright, let's get down to that 5 days, down to our periapsis. Oh baby. 2 days. 1 day. Alright, good enough. And then we're going to go ahead and face retrograde so we can do our one of our kind of insertion or our circularization burns to get us closer to Eve's sphere of influence. Alright, we'll see ya, Lisa. Have a good one. Must go faster, must go faster. Corn Doggo, I don't think we can crash into the sun there. We actually, A, we don't want to crash into the sun. And B, we wouldn't be able to lower our periapsis that much, enough to even come close to doing that, believe it or not. That's an extremely Delta V hungry thing to do. Alright, looking good. Face back towards the sun. Alright, let's go ahead and do an orbit here. I'm going to do a quick save for fun. And see if... Ooh, our signal's pretty weak on this thing. There might be moments of no control. Look how close we will be on this one. So we do need to kind of start to prepare a maneuver. Crap. Very much want to get us closer to that. Crap! I think I missed it. The Delta V is sketchy. Why? What is it saying for Delta V? 544, plus we have some in RCS too. Alright, let's go ahead and we're gonna miss it on this one. Let's do a couple orbits just to practice. I really wish you could speed this up more in Kerbal Space Program.
as fun as this is, I really wish it was more fun. Alright, once we do a whole other orbit. Oh yeah, I forget you can I actually literally forget that you can do that skip orbit thing or whatever. Let's take a look here. Aha. See? That's pretty close. Your daughter yelled out, "Physics, yeah!" That's awesome. That's awesome. Congrats on that. That's a cute and awesome moment. Ooh, that brings us closer. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Oh wait, maybe that should be. Maybe I should learn how to Kerbal. Maybe that's my problem. Jeez. This is boring. I want to do something more action-packed. I think we Parker solar probed enough, right? Are you guys happy with the amount of Parker solar probedom that we've experienced? I can deploy it. What happened last 15 minutes? Very little, to be honest. We are kind of doing some orbity stuff, kind of boring stuff, to be honest. Let's just get as close as let's burn this baby out and just see what we can do on the next orbit and just get as close as we can. We have altogether a little over 1,000, about 1,100 meters per second. That reminds me of that joke where it's like the Russians were mad that we made it to the moon, so they said, "Well, yeah, we're gonna go to the sun." And then someone goes, "How are you gonna do that?" And they, of course, say, "We'll go at night." All right. Why not do a full awkward 360 there? What are you doing? Oh. All right. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, hip hip go. Let's get as close as we can. We're gonna get down to 2 million kilometers. Alright, and we're gonna deploy the Parker solar probe now. Turn on some RCS. And here's some additional Delta V. Oh, we actually have almost 1,000 meters per second because we have 7 minutes of burn time. Crap. 2.6. I'm just gonna let this go as quick as possible. Wait a minute. Why is our periapsis? Why is it getting higher? Does anyone else see that? Am I going the wrong way or something? Did I do that whole burn backwards? I think I just did that entire burn backwards. I don't know why I looked at the target. Yeah, that was dumb. Let's revert here. We want to get lower. I don't know why I looked at the target. Why was I looking at target? We don't have a target right now. I guess we do. I guess it's Eve. Alright, that was my mistake. Unset target. Alright, let's get up there to apoapsis. We were down at 2.1 billion.
And we raised it to 2.6. I do need to Kerbal more. It has been, honestly, just straight up too long. Alright, here we go. Apoapsis. Now. Great, we don't have we don't have uplink. Acquisition of signal. Please. Okay, there we go. The old classic Kerbal mistake. Doing something wrong. 3, 2, 1, hip, hip, go. I'm just gonna mush this thing. Alright, we already are down to 1.6 million. That's much better. And let's do this for the next 5 minutes of our lives. There we go. We will be doing this for a while. But look how exciting that is. Maybe I should have put a kick stage on there. Is there a Control Z in real life? I wish. Yes, Sean, I am... Oh, you probably can't see this. I am under physics warp right now. We are at... Oh. We are doing the 4X right now. Yeah, sorry, you probably can't see that. Let me know. Maybe I could just do bottom right here. I almost did it again, where I used the on-screen cursor. Rubber duck dog. That would be amazing. That'd be hilarious. Yeah, Iridium launched earlier today. It was successful, but they were not able to catch a fairing. Other than that, it was pretty great. It was actually really great. It was a cool launch. For some reason, that one was fun this morning. I'm in Iowa. Where's everybody else? I think we have a Rubber Duck Dogs in Iowa as well. Yeah, Rubber Duck Dog. I can read. Duh. Rubber Duck Dog. Let's save a little bit of RCS for station keeping. Alright, let's get down there to the bottom of the sun. I'm actually going to go ahead and point ourselves radial out for now so that when we get there we don't melt. No, trust me, I can read and it says Rubber Duck Dog. You're engraving Falcon Heavy on your phone. That's awesome. Alright, oh. Did we go right flying past it? Of course we did. And now we're facing the wrong way. How much oh, we're pretty much at it. Not bad, guys, not bad. How much cooling are these things doing? Yeah, they're getting their work cut out for them. There you go. Parker Solar Probe. Stillwater, Oklahoma. Why didn't go for a Dawn engine to get more delta V, so there's no need for a high thrust to weight ratio? Why didn't go for a Dawn? Why didn't I go for a Dawn engine to get more delta V? Well, because that's not what Parker Solar Probe does. And we're just kind of making it. I forgot the kick stage apparently. But other than that, yeah. All right. Space Center. Sloppy wants me to go to even back. We can do that if you want me to, or we can work on. I'll show you guys the moon racer that I have. That's true. Alley Cat mentioning that maybe I could just start streaming on Twitch for Kerbal. I've thought about starting a whole separate channel. I personally am not a huge fan of Twitch. But I've thought about starting a new channel. I also just think I should do this about every week or so. So here's my moon racer that can get to the moon in under 30 minutes, land on the moon in under 30 minutes. I have yet to be able to get back in an hour, though. I still need probably a good 2,000 or 3,000 meters per second to be able to do that. It'll take a while to load. You'll see why. This is it. Let's see. Yeah, it has 21,000 meters per second altogether, and almost all the way through. Here's the key with this stuff, guys. And trust me, I've played around with this a lot. It's not just about delta V. When you're racing to somewhere that's a fixed point, that relatively close, honestly, the thing that matters almost more than delta V is your thrust to weight ratio, because you can get up to that higher speed. You know, it's just like a dragster versus like a rocket car or something. If you're just trying to go 2 miles or 1 mile, the rocket car might take longer, even though it might be able to go 700 miles an hour. The dragster could probably beat it there because it can get to 300 almost instantly, and then even just coast through the last little bit, you know? Yeah. So this is that. Yep. So it keeps almost all the way through around a 3-to-1 thrust weight ratio, as you can see here, and then it's yeah, pretty cool. If we launch it, we have to totally downgrade the graphics because it takes forever and ever and ever and ever. The computer goes about 1 frame a second. And 427 meters per second on that last stage. Yep. Let's actually do. I do kind of want to launch this. I'm not gonna lie. I'll back out real quick. I'm also gonna add a few more stages because, like I said, we need almost like 2,000 or 3,000 more. I'm gonna go ahead and back out of this though, so we can really lower the graphics to like the absolute minimum, especially since I'm going to be doing streaming and this at the same time. But so we'll have to lower our graphic settings to like the worst in the world. Low, fastest, 8th res, low, surface, no, blah. Highlight effects, no, I don't think we need that. And then no. Alright. If you want to see the struts, it's all just auto struts. And they're all, that maybe would be something, don't auto struts, aren't they pretty intense, like on the CPU? Would I free up, because it has a lot, I could probably free up a little bit by just doing a few manual struts. Fly it like a plane. Do you guys want me to, does anyone know if like if I do auto struts, is that worse off than doing manual struts as far as like frame rate and things? How powerful would the detonation of that rocket be? Several nukes, I'm sure. Several nukes. There we go. Alright, well, let's go ahead and let's add a few more of these guys, huh? Alright. Nope, not that. Love how long this stuff takes. When you have this many parts, it just gets absurd. Okay, then we have to go up here to make sure we separate these guys. We're only gaining 300 meters per second with that whole booster. Oh, dang it. I think I got this thing up to 8,000 meters per second last time on the way to the moon. And that's what it took to get to the moon in under... I think that's what it took to get to the moon in under 30 minutes. Separate those. Alright, just a nice simple 22,000 meters per second. It's a shame it's not reusable. Let's see here. I can probably just grab this guy. Maybe I could do two at once and separate their... I better not try. Uh-oh. Houston, that is a problem. Can this get to the sun? Actually, this would be hard to get into low Earth orbit because it basically just goes straight up. So it actually might be harder to get to low Earth orbit than the sun. I bet this rocket costs less than SLS. Ouch. You deaccelerate by flipping around and using... Okay, come on. Halfway through you have to flip around and then you have to deaccelerate with another 8,000 meters per second. That's why this thing needs so much delta V to do these moon races. Loopy, are you suggesting that I do a direct to... Oh, great. What happened? I messed up all my work. It deleted those boosters. Well, we're better off not saving and opening up the save file. Great. Is that how that works, Loopy? Would you actually just launch at sunset and then that would get you to the sun? I don't know if that's exactly how that would work. Yes, it might be actually. Yeah, that would be. Do I have a hanger extender? I do not. I do not. Okay, we have to be a little more careful now with this delicate procedure. Do not want to make that mistake again. This is so stupid. Nice and slow. Nice and steady, one at a time here. Don't get greedy. Steady fingers like a surgeon. That looks good. 2 more added. I think we need to add about 4 or 5 more to make this thing have any chance of doing what we need it to do. So slow. My poor computer. Actually, the funny thing is my computer's not even straining. Kerbal just doesn't take advantage of anything. It doesn't take... I don't think it hardly does anything with multi-cores. It's... My computer's at like... I don't know if that'll even work there. There you go. Kerbal's using up 4.8 gigs is all. That's nothing. And CPU-wise... I'm sitting at 20% of CPU usage. So that's what sucks. We need to find out how I can use more RAM and use more CPU power because this thing's just idling right now. The computer's, yeah, single core. 20% of CPU usage altogether is, by my definition, pretty much nothing. That would be cool. A BFR and Realism Overhaul would be pretty fun. Alright, I think this is about right. That'll be my last one there, since that takes forever. Every click. Huh? Yeah. Alright, should we try this? We now have 23,000 meters per second. This is so ridiculous. Nice, Sloppy, your SpaceX onesie came in. That is awesome. Uh-oh. Oh, we need to put a Kerbal in there. I didn't know you were that tiny. I don't know why that made me laugh so much. That's amazing. Alright, Isang, you are apparently not very stupid, yet you're dumb enough to get in this thing. Good luck. Hey, I also realized that you can change their outfits now to Russian. Doing that. This seems like a very Russian thing to do. Yeah, Tom, I'm with you. I think they need to make those onesies in adult human size. That would be amazing. Hiring victims. Excuse me. This has been thoughtfully engineered by yours truly. This thing can do it all. Oh wait, there's someone in here that's also one awesome dog. Oh, that's right. And Rubber Duck T-Bug. I still just would rather call you Rubber Duck Dog. Just seems like more fun to me. You guys gotta sit here and watch loading screens with me dancing for probably 5 minutes. I think this has a lot of parts on it, is my guess. I'll email that again, asking for adult size onesies. That's hilarious. Just making sure I'm not missing anything. Oh, let's see what this email is. This might be a good one. Interesting. Okay, yeah, I'll have to get back to that. I don't think I can quite disclose what exactly that is yet. That's interesting. Alright, let's go to the moon. Rubber ducks are not for debugging, they're for dogs. We all know this. Okay, then we want to go just slightly beyond the moon. You'll see. Just slightly beyond it. Like, just about like that. Alright, here we go. You're welcome for Kerbaling with you. I'm glad that you think I'm a classy fellow, because I think this rocket would care to argue with that statement. I don't know if this is considered classy. Oh my gosh. Well,
Let's do this. Full throttle. Because we're going to be here waiting for a while, so let's not waste any time. 3, 2, 1, hip, hip. I hit the button. How many seconds will there be? Oh, that's awesome. Good luck, Crowshaw44. Thanks for hanging out. Sorry you're going to miss the, all the potential fireworks. Yeah, this is... So far, this is going well. So ridiculous. Norden, yes. Moon and back in an hour, in theory. If we don't totally bonk life. Hey, at least it's not trying to render those clouds. Those take up a lot of resources. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Looks like something from the Ming Dynasty. Oh. It's we're already 61 meters per second. Not already, this is quite painful to be honest. But I'm gonna just like keep zooming out and see if it doesn't have to render as much on the screen. Heyo. Maybe that was too much to ask. This puts the N1 to shame. This puts the N1 in a class I didn't think exists. Come on. What's so hard about this computer? That's what I get so mad about, is the fact that it's still... Sure, there's one CPU. Actually, you know what? All the cores of the CPU are all showing the same thing, I think. So it's only using like one core. It's using 25% of each core, which is very silly. It should be so much higher than that. And it's only using the tiniest sliver of the Radeon Pro Vega 64 in here. I can complain just because it's a Mac. Come on. It's got basically the same stuff on it as everything else. Build this. Thermonuclear warhead. That's pretty sweet. Let me know when stage separation happens. Alright, we are half a second away from stage deploy. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. I'm just gonna go ahead and click it because it'll still take... I think I clicked it. That's the problem too. I'm using a ton of engines because in order to fill up that whole 5-meter thing, I had to use a lot of those like RS-25 things. There we go. We dropped some parts. Maybe that'll help eventually.
We're not even 1,000 meters into the sky, and we had to drop our first stage already. Poor computer. Oh no. I might need to screenshot this. This is the dumbest thing ever. It's so loud too all of a sudden. Yeah, I saw that photo John Krause posted. That was amazing. Okay, desktop audio. .200 meters per second already. Sean asks, how is the Facebook series going? You know, it's a little bit disappointing, if I'm being perfectly transparent, that Facebook paid for it and then they didn't really push it like at all on their own platform. And it's exclusive to Facebook, so I can't put it anywhere here on YouTube or anything. But my producer is trying to shop around a new cut of it, basically, to some other channels. So we'll see. Yeah, I'm a little disappointed in Facebook's ability to push their own content. But it was a great experience. I learned a ton. I had a lot of fun. Didn't make a ton of money, per se, because I put a lot of work into it, too. But it was still fun. It was a really good time. If this was real time. Oh, God. Alright, come on. Oh, great. Don't tell me those boosters are now hitting the ground. Thanks, Sean. It was fun, and it was a lot of fun. It was cool to work with other people. I learned a bunch about production. The team I had, I mean, the production of it was amazing. It was a ton of fun. But I'm just disappointed as Facebook so far as the platform for it. I just don't feel like it's been in our best interest in the long run to have it on their platform, just because they didn't really do much to push it or to like promote it like we were hoping they would. We would love to do a YouTube original version, but then the budget for it would be like zilch without it being YouTube Red. And YouTube Red is like almost going to die, I think, as far as the original content there. People are still just trying to scramble right now to figure out what the future of large productions is. Everyone's kind of just not sure. Alright, here we go. Stage separation. I've really done it this time. Oh, yeah. But is there a difference between YouTube Originals and YouTube Red Originals? We have 21 stages, is that what you're wondering? Yeah, just 21. Yeah, it's premium for me too now. I love YouTube Red / YouTube Premium. Alright, come on. It almost feels like we're almost 22 seconds into the launch, and this is the frame rate still. We need to lose some more parts. Could you imagine doing something with Science or Nat Geo? Yeah, I could, and that's some of the talks. My producers talked with them often. It's just that right now, man, I tell you, as much as I would like the sound of that, like, oh, Science Channel, honestly, the viewership might not be any better than what I can do on YouTube, unfortunately. viewership on those channels is just dropping like crazy. I mean, they're down to like, you know, a series might see 1 to 2 million views per episode, and that's not that great. Yeah, it just, I don't know how they're still spending money without having a viable, I don't know. Mike, what's up? Yeah, without having a viable plan otherwise. But yeah, let's see. We're cruising along pretty good. Hopefully this thing starts speeding up here as we drop stages, less to render. Yeah. Yeah, I can't believe they, I really can't believe that, like, Science Channel, Discovery Channel hasn't pivoted back to their roots when people actually were watching what they were producing instead of, like, the same garbage that, I don't know about science. I've never really watched Science Channel, to be honest. But Discovery Channel, History Channel, Nat Geo have all pretty much just gone down the pooper, in my opinion. Yeah, exactly, James, exactly. Yeah, that's funny. You'd only tune in for Pumpkin Chunkin', which, by the way, that's a show that my showrunner actually produced one of those, which he's kind of a bit ashamed of. Yeah, Pawn Stars was the beginning of the end. I have to say I liked the format where they were including some of the history of items. I thought that was the point. But man, they turned that into reality TV really fast. Science on TV? No. Yeah, How It's Made was a great show. And Modern Marvels was a great show. Do you guys remember like Junkyard Wars and things like that? There were some really cool... Of course, Mythbusters was kind of the prime, in my opinion, of science communication on mainstream TV. Even though they obviously had to televise and like make it entertaining, so sometimes they had to skip over some of the critical thinking parts, but yeah. What's wrong with History Channel? Doesn't everyone love super fake ghost hunter shows on an education channel? Yeah, that's insane to me. Like, guys, stop. Oh my god, yeah, TLC used to be the learning channel, and then it just became like fat people dying or something channel. I have no idea what it is anymore. Ancient Aliens. Oh man, don't even get me started. Season 1 of that was entertaining because it's like, oh, interesting thoughts here you guys have. But then like after that, holy crap, they were just full blown making stuff. I mean, like obviously they were making stuff up in the first place, but like, they were getting to the point where they're just like, all right, I found some grass. And on the grass, it kind of looked like there's a picture of an alien that was waving to me. Therefore, Ancient Aliens. And you're just like, oh my god, stop. Yeah, Mythbusters. By the way, I did get to hang out with Grant Imahara from Mythbusters we ended up hanging out for like 4 hours one night after Yuri's night this year. It was me, him, a flight controller from NASA, and Amy Shira Title and her boyfriend, and it was awesome. That was a great night. We hung out until from 10 to 2 a.m. It was awesome. Grant's a great guy. He is. He's very quiet and humble. I don't know why. I don't know why I thought I could have pictured him potentially having like a big head about his career, because he's had a phenomenal career. So I wasn't sure, to be honest. You know, he kind of rolls around, and I'm like, oh, like what's this gonna be like? Very cool, very level-headed, very down to earth. Yeah, it was great. It was a lot of fun. All right, Rocket. It's time to start speeding up. Dustin, Scott Manley and I helped you get through college sanely. That's awesome. That's awesome. I appreciate that. I've learned a lot from Scott Manley. He's great. He's very, very, very good. He supposedly has got to the moon and back in under an hour. I think, or like 106 or something. That is fast. I'll give it to him. That is very fast. A phone call. I am paying more attention to phone calls these days because we are waiting to hear about our reservation for our Tesla turning into an actual order. We've waited 2.5 years. Who knew that when we reserved that I would have changed careers. In the meantime, when we ordered that car, I was a full-time professional photographer. Had no plans to change beyond that. Besides the fact that I wasn't really loving it as much as I used to love it, and I was really focusing more on spaceflight stuff. But I had no idea. The balloon episode. Yeah, there's been some good ones. That's so cool. Alright. We'll catch you later, Mike. Welcome back, Tiscana, USA. I never know how to say that. I'm so bad at reading things. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do too as well, Terrence, is just like refocusing my energy for photography into actually just like enjoying it. And treating it more as a hobby again. Okay. Maybe we'll start to get some frame rates out of this thing here. Can anyone look up, is there like a patch or a plugin or something that I can use that'll tell it to, hey, I want you to punish my computer. Put it through the ringer. Don't let it go easily. Because this is crazy. Yeah, I can zoom in, but then the sound just gets so loud. And I was hoping that by zooming out, actually, we would have less on-screen stuff to render. And therefore, in theory, speed things up. We're only 45 seconds into flight. Yeah. Whoops. Oopsies. Oh, we had stage SEP now? Bye. Oh my gosh, come on. Wow. Poor Kerbal. I see what you did there, one awesome dog, you old dirty dog, you. Sebi says it's probably only the physics slowing it down, which is all CPU related. Oh no. Explosions are bad, okay? How my day feels. Uh-oh. Did we lose engines on... why? Well, this mission is about to be over, folks. Once you lose one set of engines, the whole thing starts to get off balance because the cross fuel feed will get all wonked out. Oh yeah. Well, there's only one way you can take this, and that's start launching off a couple missiles just for fun. Come on. Obey my commands, please. This will get interesting. This is about to get very interesting. I'm also going to put it into a controlled death spiral. Controlled and death spiral. Probably aren't words you hear too often. Wow, that'd be crazy. Loopy suggests that next time we bind every single decoupler to the abort, which would be insane. I feel like we should try to rescue the Kerbal. Alright, let's get our engineering on. Let's get the most powerful engine we have out of here and decoupled. Alright, buddy. Good luck. This engine's not going to be very powerful here. That beast behind you will surely eat you up. Come on. Just get out in front of it. Uh-oh. Oh, no. What's happening? No. I want to see stuff. What happened? I don't know what's happening, guys. I'm sorry. Stuff has happened. There might be people dead. No. Oh, now the frame rate picks up. Thanks a lot. Now that half the parts are gone. Are we pretty sure that our Kerbal is lost in the rubble? There's way too many parts to go through here. I'm gonna try though. I'm gonna try if we can. Maybe we can track something that looks like it used to be a command module. Yikes, look at these. Oh my gosh. Wait, was that a Kerbal back there? No. Going through the parts still. What? Why are there engines like that? Well, geez, maybe I need to optimize this design anyway. Maybe all those RS-25s are in the wrong place. That's interesting. Maybe I found a design flaw. Look at that. It's clipped in there wrong. So they aren't even doing anything. Oh, wait, that one's working. Now I'm just confused. I think he's dead. Rest in peace, little Kerbal. You did so well. So many parts everywhere. Oh my gosh, look at all these just engines. Alright. Oh, I can hit F3 to see. Yep, you're right. Okay, I give up then. Oh, let's just do this so that we'll load it. He did, Jim. He did. Oh, that's awesome, Pen Bike. Welcome. Welcome home. Welcome to an exclusive live stream. What should we do? I feel like still playing a little bit of Kerbal. We could work on... Let me think. We could do an SSTO. I could rebuild this thing to try to make it more efficient and betterer. We obviously can't do an SSTO to and back from Eve. BFR time. Solid rocket only to Eve landing and return. Now that is... I'm not good enough for that. There's some people that are way better than me, and I am not that good. Everyone says BFR time. I do like BFR. Do something less laggy, yes. As a matter of fact, I'm going to leave now. I'm going to bump my graphics back up so it at least looks fun. Let me see what Loopy's making me look at. I wish you could access the full graphics menu in the menu here. Come on. What's happening? Ooh. Oh, nice, Loopy. That's cool. You got a nice, clean... That looks really good. An Apollo Soyuz mission. We could do that. That is my favorite mission. But I kind of just feel like dinkering around today. What's going on? What happened to my... Hello? Really? Oh, that's so stupid. Did not know about that. Alright, I'm going to do this while I queue back up the Steam store. Steam store. That's bad. That's a bad one. Tisk. 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 Steam. Oh, why is it opening that window? What are you doing? I didn't even know you could do that. I'm gonna look at what patrons want me to do. Something cool with Everduna. We already did the Parker Solar Probe. Alright, and back to these. A stock bomber to blow up a space center is fun. Rocket says, holy moly, you're still streaming. I've only been streaming for what, an hour? Yeah, maybe a little over. Alright, we're gonna bump this right back up. Sure, I don't know. Sounds fun. Beautiful, fantastic. Let's do beautiful, and let's do that. Normal, boom, boom, boom. Give us what we got. Have I been to Eve and back? Oh yeah, many times actually. We could do Eve if you want. I like Eve. Eve is a fun one. An SSTO with realism overhaul. Now that is interesting. Oh yeah, no, Rocket, this is not the same stream as earlier. That would be insane. That would be nuts. Let's do just a clean little... I'll show you guys my favorite version of an SSTO that I make sometimes. We're going to go ahead and put... Here's what we're going to do. We're going to do a probe. Not even a lightweight probe. Because we don't need that. A lander can. Then we're even going to do one of these. This is going to have quite a bit of human capacity. You will see. Alright, check this out. So, what I like to do is we want this thing long and skinny. We're gonna start putting it in a 375 payload fairing first, and do a couple of these tanks. I'm gonna do my classic narwhal. If you have never experienced the Everyday Astronaut narwhal, I feel sorry for you, honestly. I don't know how you've lived this long. I don't know how anyone's lived a life without Everyday Astronaut's narwhal project. I don't think we want to do that. I think we want to taper down first. You know. Make it look cool and things. Alright, there's that. One more. And then we're going to go like this with the 3 little one. Might only be able to do 2, I kind of forget.
how did I do this? It is very top secret, so you guys are very lucky. You're very fortunate to have any insight on this. I mean, this is some next level stuff. I don't remember how I used to stuff all these engines on here, to be honest. Maybe I do. Maybe I do remember. Maybe it's something like this. Maybe I go like this, then go like this, then go like this. And then you're not going to believe it. I go like this. I ignore all the ugly overlapping so that I can do this. Oh, yeah. Hideous. Let's part clip that in so it doesn't look quite so... Actually, just so it looks better, I have to make it look somewhat, you know, not the worst thing I've ever made. There we go. Flight of the Narwhal, that's awesome. Loopy, you're right. I could use an engine plate now. I forgot about this. Loopy, Loopy, Loopy. Loopy, where would I be without you, man? Let's go ahead and make this baby like this. Oh, my word. This is going to be game-changing. And then we're going to do this. Actually, that could probably be the... Wow. Clear Eyes is awesome. I wonder if there's people that aren't from the US that have no idea what I just said and why. And then we'll do one of these right in the center so it looks cool. Alright, here's what we're going to do. There's going to be a ring of nukes. The rest are all going to be Rapia! Actually, that might be too many nukes. We might need all Rapias to make this thing actually work. And I like to do this just so we don't have to worry about intakes anywhere else. Ta-da! Okay, so then what I do is we gotta disable this thing. Ain't nobody want that. And then we're gonna do this too right away. Just to make it, you know, try to clean it up a little bit. They still kind of float off there, but at least there's just some cool looking fingers. Alright, let's start actually doing action groups now so we don't have to do it so much later. Switch modes to shut down engine. Also, when I switch mode, I should probably toggle the intake. Shut down engine, and then not shut down engines. Almost made a huge mistake. Toggle engine. That way I can turn it back on if necessary. 3, toggle engine. Okay, and then we want these to be manual. Manual switching. Now, we're going to copy these. Alright. Looking great so far. And what we're probably going to have to do is... How about we can do a whole nother tank? I'm feeling good about this one. We might have to fill it only halfway so that it's mostly liquid fuel. And then what we do is we just do 3 of these. Well, 2 at first. Fill them up with this. I can't believe someone said this is not beautiful. I mean, come on. How dare you? What?
This is gorgeous. This is the best looking vehicle potentially ever made anywhere. Any kind of vehicle, car, plane, train, anything. Nothing's better than this, in theory. There we go. Looking good. Now we need some wing strakes, of course. We can go ahead and do 4 of these. Fill these babies up with some of that. Fill it up with that juice. Okay. We're probably going to need, just knowing this, we're going to need more. We might just need a whole nother set of these. Oh, what? Okay, okay. You might not like it, but this is what peak SSTO performance looks like. Yes. Nyan, what's up? How are ya? All right, so this is what's gonna get us to and from, in theory, everywhere. Now here's the real trick, though. We have to find the balance of how much oxidizer to take with us, because notice our delta V kind of, in theory, goes up because we can use air breathing engines for quite a while, and then the liquid engines, and we don't want to carry any more dead weight if we don't have to. I'm gonna also start adding up liquid tanks. Is there a bigger liquid tank yet, or was this still the biggest liquid tank? Because I really wish they had a big one again. Didn't they used to make a big one? Oh, I know. Duh. This is a big liquid tank. Whee! But that's gonna part clip a little bit. With shortly away how many boosters? Well, we're kind of changing gears here. And maybe we can do this all the way. Alright. I'm going to also have to start auto-starting a few things. I like to just do I found out if you just do a bunch of grandparent parts, the thing will hold together really well. And it won't have to worry about anything. Three. 1, 2, 3. I should have done this before. 1, 2, 3. I feel like I have like OCD. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's kind of a stereotype, I think, of OCD. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right. Yeah, that's pretty much what we do here. And then the trick is, so I don't like just having the Kerbals not see things. They're going to be tucked away in a fairing. So I like to do this and let them have their own cupolas. You're welcome. That way they can see out, have big pretty windows to see out. I'm not a jerk. All this totally kills aerodynamic efficiencies. But, oh, and then we also need to potentially have another set of wings or canards or something way up here. I might just do this. You'd be surprised how much control authority that little tiny bit of thing has up there. And now we build the fairing. Or wait, do I have to build the fairing first and then add those things to it? Maybe that's what it is. That's what it is. So they can see how screwed they are. Excuse me. How dare you? This is clearly. I hate that. Come on. I do have to slightly taper this up a little bit. That kind of sucks. $3 tons worth of payload fairing, basically.
There we go. Now I think we can add this. And add this. I'm going to push these inwards. So they don't look super stupid. Just kind of stupid. Fairing unstaged. Now the hard part is on this. There's a few hard parts. We need a big old fat wheel up front. That's just a given. And we also want this thing to look to be like that as much as possible, so that it's angled up as much as it is on, as much as it can be on the runway. Now it's time to do these guys. I don't know if I can get these low enough. Oh yeah, I can. Oh great, I did one. Great job, me. We'll do another one here. Hey, no. As long as that front wheel's higher. Alright, I think we just need some RCS now, and then we need to start doing some test runs. I don't think, normally it doesn't work that well on its very first maiden voyage, which is why we do test runs. And then, just so it can rotate fairly easily, I do like to put some like this and like this. Wait, I'll just do it. Nope, nope. There we go. We have no solar panels. We'll put one on. Like just a crappy pair of these. That'll add. You'll be surprised how much those little parts like that add a lot of drag. But all right, we'll see you, Allie. Thanks for hanging out. All right, the Narwhal Savior. Let's throw a couple of gentle people in here. I want you to have the cupola seat though. Nah, maybe I don't. We'll just put 2 in here for the test flight. You know, safely in the lander can. All right, who thinks this will work? The hardest part is making sure it can. You want to barely get off the ground, the runway. If you can do that, from there on out, it's pretty much game over. Let's do this. Probably this too. All right, let's do it. 3, 2, 1, hip hip. Whoopsies. Turn off the nukes. Fine work. Alright, keep her straight. Oh man, this thing is crazy fast. Holy crap. We may have overkill with the engines, you never know. But is it fast enough? No, it's not. It's not. Alright, we might have to put some bigger control authority on the front. So what I'm going to do, this is my other trick I like to do, is some of these with just some of these big ones here stuck on them. I know that's probably not even on the part itself.
But at least it looks good, right? Oh, that's very wrong. At least it looks good, right? Oh, this is also wrong. That's why. Let's go ahead and give it 150. And maybe just to ensure that I have all of the wait, I'm gonna do this. Add a little bit of lift too. This thing is pretty lift hungry. There we go. Maybe I'll move these to this section here. Okay, back at it. KSP isn't about function, it's about how many rockets you can put on it. Let's turn on the lights. I'm also gonna hold on the brake and spool up the engines for as long as possible. And here we go. Let's see how we do this time. So here's what I'm thinking. Oh man, I'm gonna break those engines off almost no matter what, aren't I? You know what, screw this, I am gonna turn the nukes on just for a little extra push. Not enough lift. Okay, so here's another trick. Don't worry, I've got tricks. Not exactly the fastest accelerating vehicle on the planet. Here's a trick, is moving these back a little bit. And then, as ridiculous as this is, it may seem, sometimes I just put a little kick motor up here in the front just to pick up the nose. You sure those are wings? Yeah, we got wings. Actually, that's the other thing we could do. We could replace this with some big ass Delta wings again. Actually, let's do that. This is where it starts to look ugly, but form over function, or form over fashion. I mean. Sure. My dad would be proud. I'm going to clip it in a little bit just so it doesn't look super absurd. Because, yeah, there's nothing absurd about the way it looks right now. Alright. Hopefully that'll help. Provide a little more lift. We don't need much. And luckily these, of course, hold liquid fuel. So there's this option. Like I said, the other option is also adding a small rocket motor up here. Maybe we'll just have to do that. Something lightweight. Believe it or not, this thing, although it's huge, is mighty powerful. I think it's about the highest thrust to weight ratio in the game now. I'm going to remember to finally put this on a different action group. And this. Not action group, but thing. Okay, then I'll put this on 4. Let's make sure it's seeing that that's... Yep, okay, it is off-center thrust. Alright, let's try it. Looks like an old classic rocketry rocket.
Alright, here we are. And holding down the brake again. Engine ignition. And let these things spool up as much as we can, really. Alright, better let go now. Did I turn on the lights? That's important. Lights on. What am I thinking? Jeez. And then I'm going to pick up the nose right before liftoff with that one engine. Like right about meow. Push up. Come on, come on. Increase altitude, increase altitude, increase altitude. Oh! Oh. Okay, well, here's what we're going to do. Because I really don't want to add... We'll make this so this can do cool SSTO landings on other planets. How about that? Like, make it at least worth something. You know, make these ugly engines that are just going to be very obviously stuck on here. Give them another purpose in life, you know? Alright, then this, back on there. Get back in your home. Don't worry, I'll clean this all up. With some good old-fashioned part clipping. Alright, hopefully that kept that action grip too. Yep, looks like it did. Alright. Those planes do provide lift. Of course they provide lift. Everything provides lift. Look, lift. I'm positive those little things provide lift. We'll get it. We'll get it. All we have to do is survive that thing, and we might be just hanging out 3 inches off the water for a while. The big thing then is gaining speed. Once you get enough speed, game over. In the good way. B, brake. And let go. Here we go. Only if the upper side is longer than the underside. I disagree. I've flown with this stuff before, and it can definitely provide lift. Alright. At the end of the runway, I'll activate the engines. And here we go. Shoot. Shooty McPoop face. It looks like we might just be too heavy. I'm thinking I'm going to try to remove some of the oxidizer from this. You'll be surprised when this does work. It can. And then we can do a cool touchdown on another planet. We could do RS-25s for those other engines. We don't want any more lift than necessary. So if we need to next, we'll go to RS-25s. If this doesn't work. More engines. Maybe just even an RS-25 at the very front. Although later on that'll be crazy to control when we try to land it almost empty somewhere. Oh, we almost have a positive rate of climb. Oh, we're so close. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. We did it. We did it. And let's not use these any longer than necessary. These things don't provide lift, you say, huh? Then explain this. Make sure these are maxed out at 150. I might have to scoot these forward. I actually don't have enough control authority at all over this thing. The trick to flying is to fall at the ground and miss. That's funny. Okay, we'll get some speed going here. Ah, yes. Wonder how... Those engines don't seem to be applying a ton of additional drag, which is good. Okay, let's see if we can't actually start to pitch up now. Yeah, we might need more control up here, but maybe this will be enough. Notice how much that slows us down, though, too. Okay, we'll just pitch up to this. This will let us regain acceleration. Yeah, these look like the same smoke rings that Trevor Mallman took pictures of. No, see, each one of these provides lift. It's shown here. This is a control surface, these flaps. But it's showing these here as providing lift. This is a pretty inefficient climb, to be honest. Not the best work I've done. Kind of whipped this thing up a little too fast. Yeah, that was an amazing photo. I loved that. Rocket rings. Put a ring on it. I'm nervous this thing has too much drag. Those are providing a lot of drag. That's providing quite a bit of drag. Or is that drag from the fuselage? Doesn't seem like those engines are producing any drag somehow. That's hilarious. Or are they? Are they that big line? I don't know. Drag is definitely the killer on SSTOs. This thing is not very sleek, despite what I may think. Rubber Duck Dog is typing. And
hopefully we can get up into this region. Once you get to about 10,000 meters, that's where you can actually really start to take advantage of thinner atmosphere. Let me see if this helps at all. I just do not have enough control authority. That's correct. SCSTO by definition has 0 staging events. Yep, and it'll come back as one piece. There we go. Now we'll get up there. Sebi, was the video I did on Monday was about Trevor Mallman's awesome photo where he captured a Falcon 9 like punching through this ring. It was really cool. Yep, check out this SSTO. Going to the places where you might find an SSTO going. To a house near where you want it to go. Alright, and here we go. This is right where we want to be. We want to enjoy this thin atmosphere for a second. Sweet. Rocket rings. Vehicle's very supersonic. Now the hard part is not overcooking this thing. And we want to get it up to about, we want to get up to 13 or 1400 meters per second, just so we have to do as little with the closed cycle portion of the engine as possible. So here's the real trick, is we want to use, we don't want that much oxidizer on board. So that could be, we might be able to get rid of those engines. Okay, we better start pulling up here. Alright, time to gain altitude now. But not entirely at the cost of speed, which is what's happening right now. There we go, gaining altitude and gaining speed, always a good sign. Starting to overheat. Eek, we might have to keep pushing up. Yes, yes we do. Come on, baby, climb, climb, baby, climb. Our apoapsis is pretty low, but it's climbing very quickly now. If you can see, it's going to be 20,000 meters. We definitely need to keep increasing our altitude so that we don't just totally cook this thing. We could use the lift engines. Oh, that's sweet. High altitude supersonic jets have the same rings. I did not know that. That is awesome. Okay. Now we should be able to pitch down again. This is not the best ascent I've ever seen in my life, like by even close at all. Alright. Now we'll just basically get to the point where the air-breathing engines have nothing left in them. Notice we're still gaining free velocity, basically, and by free I mean air-breathing velocity, and still gaining air-breathing altitude and decreasing our periapsis height. That's the other key, too. We want this to go down and down and down. So we're still a ways away from flame out. You can see we're still producing 0.27 to 1 thrust to weight ratio. Alright, and I think it's about time. And here we go. 3, 2, 1, hip hip. Oh yeah. She likes that. That's nice. Now again, notice our periapsis we're basically lowering. That's the key here right now. It's just trying to gain a little bit of altitude so we get out of the atmosphere so it doesn't slow us down as much so we don't have to fight it. But we also really want to increase our periapsis height. That's why we stayed pretty close to pointing prograde here. Oh yeah, those shock diamonds are beautiful. Yeah. So cool. I want to see, I would love to know what like modern engines look like, because I guarantee what, like, you think about the SR-71 and engines like that, those are from yesteryear by a long shot. I would love to see what actually has been developed in the past like 5-10 years as far as supersonic and hypersonic or whatever. Really high speed jets like that. That'd be sweet. I bet there's some crazy stuff. Alright, let's take a look at oxidizer here. We want to basically come out of this and have as little oxidizer as possible. And still be basically in orbit. Ramjets are where it's at. Alright, this looks like we're pretty much going to be parked in an orbit here. Just going to go ahead and turn these babies on. But we still need some oxidizer. We have way too much oxidizer. That's the reality of the situation here. This thing could be a lot. This would probably climb into orbit no problem if we didn't have all this extra oxidizer. Because now it's only showing 3,000 meters per second left over too. That's not very good. Yeah, we'd actually be better off by probably just ditching a whole tank, making this one empty from the start. Maybe I should do that now. I think we'll be able to get into orbit a lot quicker too with this. So we're just going to totally drain this guy. And then, there's something else I wanted to touch on quick. I definitely want to bring this back because that's going to be the bulk of the weight there when we try to land somewhere. What else caused a lot of... I was thinking about maybe getting rid of this row now. I don't think it's going to be necessary. That's just extra drag. Oh yeah, I felt like we were kind of weak on the control authority though. So let's just do that. Maybe we can add one to the end of this. Hey, that's kind of neat looking. Never tried that before. Thank you, Tom. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Let me just add one more. These are... Things like this just always add drag, but at this point we probably need it. Oh yeah, and then I actually wanted to move this engine ahead of the fuselage. That'll help pick up the front end more. That looks so ridiculous. I'm going to meld it into the landing gear a little bit so it doesn't look quite so stupid. Nothing's... Oh yeah, I also wanted to add some batteries. I felt bad that they would have very quickly ran out of... I don't know. Just not a bad idea to have some batteries. Okay, let's try it again. I think we can do this now. That's crazy. Alright, here we go. Let's try this again. 3, 2, 1, hit. This should have no problem now, I'm hoping. Mostly because we just cut a ton of weight off this thing. Test number 300, number 338. Canard means duck. That is a fun fact. I had no idea. Alright, here we go. Oh yeah. No problem this time. Still sinking a little bit. That's cool. I just like doing that now. I need to almost put those forward wings a lot closer. Whoa, that's cool. You can see underneath the water. We're sinking a little bit, but why not? Okay, let's scoot those wings forward. I want to be able to just really pitch that thing up. Nothing a little thrust to weight ratio wouldn't fix. That's always true. This thing is such a weird looking creature. This actually will probably do quite a bit for us as far as being able to properly roll or pull up. More thrust. I don't know if we need any more thrust. We could swap those engines out for RS-25s, but that's just going to be overkill when we try to land anywhere. Here we go. Beautiful dawn launch. Dawn launch John. Okay. Long John's launch. Launch Johnson. Oh yeah, look at that. Pitched up right away. Come on, landing gear, get in. We don't want you out. We just want you in. Still can't pitch up like I was hoping to. Man. This thing is not very friendly. Slowest climb ever. I could swap out this tank with only a liquid tank or two and put it inside the fairing. Wonder if that'd help or not. Okay, here we go. This should be a lot more efficient climb now. We actually can climb.
Sweet. Still want to climb faster and higher and better. Get up to that 10,000 meters per second. Quick. Quick, quick, quick. Or not 10,000 meters per second, 10,000 meters. Oh, that's sweet. All right. Let's get this baby up to that 10. Level her out. Dare's rocket doesn't have canards. How dare you? Dare. Only one engine? Rookies. What do we have? 24 on the outer ring, then 4. So 28. 31. We have 31 engines altogether, I think. I believe it or not, I'm not so worried. I don't think the engines are actually registering as drag. Look at that. Yeah, there should be a massive drag right here. There is none. Or, yeah, there's none, I don't think. Like, that's coming off the wing. Alright, we're just going to start flattening out a little bit. I broke KSP by having engines just hanging out with no drag for some reason. Alright. Time to do this. I have no idea how it doesn't have drag. Really big Falcon rocket. RBFR. That'd be hilarious actually if they had to start naming stuff like that. Alright, come on, baby. Yeah, this definitely is a lot spunkier now. It seems a lot quicker without all the oxidizer in there. Sorry, I'm gonna answer this real quick here. Let the plane auto fly itself. Alright, now we're doing it. Do not it. This is perfect. Still gaining altitude, going plenty fast. Probably getting close to that point where we're going to start melting parts so we don't start pulling up. Yep. Alright, maybe it's time to make an aggressive. Here we go. Come on, buddy. Sweet. That should do it.
We might melt stuff. Literal fire coming off that dragless engine. Seriously, that is so weird. We're getting our money's worth out of the air breathing engines here. Flight trajectory nominal. Alright, now the engines are starting to kind of taper down. That's weird. It looks like we're going down in altitude right now. Weird. Oh, look at that. We got well under 400,000 for our periapsis. Still increasing in altitude. That's awesome, Gaia. There's some. I feel ya. I think I don't know how many replays I've done. I tend to not rewatch them, but I've definitely seen literally every launch. That's pretty bad. Alright, now we're starting to kind of lose that periapsis. I'm going to switch over. Get out of this atmosphere that's dragging us down. Yeah, I've definitely watched Falcon Heavy a couple times. I think I've watched it like 3 or 4 altogether. Haha, that looks so crazy. 36. Alright, once we get up to that kind of parking orbit, see, now we should have, that's still a lot more oxidizer than I was hoping for, to be honest. Oh, that's kind of cool. Watching the replay of the live stream with my potato live stream, the 360 potato. Yeah, that simultaneous landing was something for the history books. That was amazing. Alright, we're left with only 3,800 meters per second. That's not very good, guys. And an abysmal thrust to weight ratio. I think I actually need to decrease oxygen and increase our liquid fuel if we want this thing to be a viable form of transport. We need at least 4,000. What's it take to get to Duna and back from low Earth orbit? That'd be kind of fun. It would be to SSTO to Duna. Sweet. Well, it can get itself into orbit at least. I don't know if I would say that more people watched the Falcon Heavy launch than the Apollo 11 launch. The people that tuned in at least to the landing of Apollo 11,
I guess I don't know how many people watched it launch, but the landing was like unbelievable. Like half the world, which at the time was like 3 billion people or something. It was crazy. Or 1 billion people, something. I still think that's going to be one of the biggest things. Although, yeah, I don't know. Alright, so there we go. We are in orbit with 3,300 meters per second left over. Too much oxidizer. And the world's smallest solar panels. So we have 6,000 units of oxygen. Hang on. I just want to see how much this tank still has in it. That's a 10,000 tank. I'd almost like to replace all that oxidizer for another liquid tank, make it long and stretchier. But I don't know if that's going to happen. They are the cutest little solar panels. But they're just enough to keep the electric charge going. That's all we need. Well, we're in orbit. Should we just see if we can make it to the moon and back? The real question, I guess, is if this thing can land. That's going to be the real question. Set target. $160. 60 looks pretty good. And a 9-minute burn. This might be interesting. All right. Oh, I designed it to be SSTO and back, of course. I don't do just SSTO, it's STO and SSTO and back. Wait, currently Falcon Heavy only has 2.3 million views? That's actually quite shocking to me. I thought it'd be way more than that. Okay, and you know what? We might as well use up some oxidizer, to be honest, because here, I'll show you why. Because if we have any leftover oxidizer and no liquid fuel, basically we're pushing around dead weight if we're not going to use that oxidizer. So we only have a 42. Wow, we actually have a lot of delta V in this. So let's use it. So we only need a 20-second burn. Yeah, how many people have... Yeah. It's hard to tell how many people actually have watched Falcon Heavy versus how many people watched it live versus how many people watched it on, like, news, etc., etc. It's probably a hard number to measure. Probably easier to measure that, though, than it was people who actually watched the moon landing. Yeah, I heard between 100 and 200,000 were the estimates. Wait a minute. Oh wait, not that. I want this. Whoops. Sloppy old insertion burn and peep. Nope. Okay, turn that off now. Alright, sorry. Got my little bit of my concentration face on. Oh, we're getting further away. Ah, oh well. Let's do this.
Quick save for safety. Phew. Alright, lunar insertion. Oh, there we go. We're now down pretty low on oxidizer. That should be just enough to land using those engines. I wish I had some more reaction wheels in this thing, so I didn't have to use RCS all the time. I'm going retrograde, aren't I? Whoops. Now we're going to open up the fairings and reveal the Tesla, right? Absolutely. That would have been cool. I would have loved if they put the Tesla on the moon. I would have actually liked if the Tesla ended up sticking around here. Selfishly. Just so we could see it. Recreate the opening scene from Heavy Metal, but on the moon. That would be awesome. Yeah, I hope the next time they do a Tesla, it's just in orbit so we can actually, like, see it and stuff. I might just go direct to surface here. We're darn close to it. Like that. Quick save. That's a good question. I don't know how long it will be, but I wouldn't doubt if it happens soon. That is, Tesla starts manufacturing vehicles designed for Martian and lunar use. Okay. Start scrubbing off that velocity here. Yeah, it should definitely be a Tesla Mars rover. How amazing would it be? I would not doubt this at all. If they already are planning to like send a Model X, like a bone standard Model X, basically with some Martian style wheels. That'd be the coolest thing ever. The first and biggest vehicle on Mars. That'd be so cool. Alright, we're lowering our apoapsis mostly now. We're just going to do this until we eventually... We have to have a higher than 1-to-1 thrust to weight. No, we don't actually, because we have those little thrusters. Okay, now it's about to get interesting here. We might be landing at night. Definitely landing kind of at night, but oh well. Suicide burn, it's not liking this yet, but we can always increase our altitude. Why is it? I hate when it just randomly... Our thrust to weight ratio is getting worse because we're getting closer to the surface. Gravity is stronger. It follows the square inverse law, so for every, if you double something, it's actually 4 times greater. So get twice as close, the gravity's 4 times stronger. And that's from the core of the planet, not necessarily, not the surface. Alright. We are our suicide burn Come on, baby. I better get those landing gear out, huh? Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Okay, this is interesting. Maybe I should have quick saved it before all this, huh? Maybe I should have thought about quick saving a little sooner, huh? Crap. Well, I did quick save relatively. Whoopsies. Why are those things burning? This sucks too, because we are going against the gravity. Whoops. Alright, let's try that again. Let's get wheels out. Actually, that's going to be the hardest part, is probably leveling out these engines. So I'm going to go ahead and get these things fired up. Seems about right. Alright, that gave it enough time to pretty much flatten out a little bit. Scrub off more velocity. See how we're doing here on... I'm going to pin this. Oh, yikes. We are very low on oxidizer. That is scary. I have that pretty well balanced. Yikes. Man, these engines suck. The nukes. They just are not doing their job. Oh no. And we're gonna be out of oxidizer now. Crap, I put these guys in a death mission. Unless... Bye. You guys are cute. I guess the other option would be abort to orbit. Let's see if we can at least do that. And we are now aborting to orbit. In the most hideous fashion ever. This is not good. Come on. We could use the we could use the rapier to scrub speed off. That might work better. Let's see if we can abort to orbit, just to make sure we can. Oh yeah, no problem. There we go. Abort to orbit is possible. All right, yeah, let's try firing up the rapiers quick. Okay, let's kind of fast forward here. Let's scrub off the last little bit with the try with the last little bit with the rapiers. Rapiers.
Definitely don't want to use up a bunch of RCS fuel that we don't need to right now. This is why I should definitely have more reaction wheels. Alright, why don't we fire up those rapiers quick. Well, we're still screwed. By quite a bit. Just not a high enough thrust to weight ratio. Bye, Dad. Oh well, Space Center. We tried. And actually, I better go, guys, because I have a few things to do this evening. Yeah, that was... what did we do? Oh my god, 2.5 hours or something? What? For 250? Oh, that's ridiculous. No wonder I'm tired. Alright. I've got some exciting things that I'll be doing tomorrow. I'll be updating you guys a little bit here on some of the cool stuff. Of course, guys, I owe you, as always, a huge thank you. And that's, I hope you understand how sincere that is from me and my wife and my family. Just knowing how you guys help support what I do, it really means a lot. So, I will for sure be streaming again on Friday. I'll probably be scripting a little bit tomorrow and doing a few other cool things. But we'll be in touch. I hope that you guys have a good one. I'm actually just going to head out. You don't get a cute like intro or exit or anything. We'll wait until the song ends, and then I'm just going to stop the stream. And it's going to be very abrupt. I'm just warning you now. And that's coming up, I think, very soon. Let's see where we're at in that song. Oh, you guys are lucky. You get the end bridge thing. I have way too many virtual windows open. Oh, you get 1 minute and 26 seconds with me. Oh, I ordered some new stuff. I got some new... This light is crappy, so I got a new one of those. I got a second one of that same thing, so I don't have to move it from here to my... When I'm doing all this, I got a little mini teleprompter coming for that, so I can easily do scripts there if I need to, like I did the other day. I got that new computer coming, so I can do a new laptop, so I can do streaming more on the go. I'm working on that whole streaming setup. I also, that way, will be able to work on the road. It's going to be a beast. I can't wait. That comes in on Friday. We're just continuing to pour stuff into this so I can do more and more and more and more. Hopefully soon I'll be able to actually start hiring people to work for me. And we'll just keep blowing this up. I've been so encouraged, and I just see a lot of fun things coming in the future. So it's all thanks to you guys. So yeah, we built a few beasts and we killed 3 Kerbals today. It's a pretty great day in Kerbal Space Program. What else do you expect, you know? Well, here we go, guys. We're in the T-minus 10 seconds until end of broadcast. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. We'll catch up later, and we'll see you guys very soon. Thanks. Bye, guys.